All right, here we go. We have a brand new box of pennies from the bank to crack open here. We'll crack this sucker open, do a couple rolls of pennies, and then we'll go into, I got 4 rolls of quarters left. Bust that thing open. Holy cow, this thing is really good. Check the enders real quick. We'll just start here. These might be a little slower than the quarters, but we'll see how it goes. Took forever to open that sucker. $19.80 DDO FS 109. We're looking for distinct doubling visible on Liberty and the date. No, we're looking for 1980 Philly. It's 82 large date Denver. '82 large date bronze. This is 82D large date bronze. Gotta get my scale out for this. I got this Maxis scale. It's a copper. Okay, we'll cruise through some of these. '89. We're mainly looking for Wheaties. There's some DDOs that I'm aware of offhand. I know there's a lot of stuff I'll probably miss on pennies, but I'm still kind of learning because there's a lot of errors on these things. 81 Denver. 74. I do have the website open here off to the side. I know there's 72s, looking for doubling on 72s on some of those. I have a handful of dates in memory on these, so I'm probably just going to pull those ones and see what I can find. 87 Denver, or if we find something really nice, or if we find a Wheatie, we'll pull those out. 94 Philly, no, that's a Denver. 1962, that one's a little bit older one. 62, nothing in the 62s. 1999, if this was a Philly, we'd be looking for the wide AM. Hopefully we find some Wheaties in here. I got a couple boxes of these, and I know I did have some enders that were Wheaties. So hopefully we can find something like that. So 2009. I saved my 2009s. Here's some of the younger years. 2021 Denver. I don't know about some of the shield scents. I only have open till 2009 or so. 72 Denver. Yep, there's a 72 Denver DDO VP 001 and 002. We're looking for doubling, visible on all lettering, and the date. Okay, let's check it out. Put it under the scope, make sure we're in focus here. We can zoom in if we need to, but we'll start here. Nothing there. What's up, Wild? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming hang out for a little bit. Is it 2008? What's up, Raider? 2017, the only year they put a Philly mint mark on these. Some people save these ones. I don't. Maybe I should. What do you guys think? It says 73, nothing in 73s. We have pennies on the hook. Here's a 1982 large date, Denver. Can't remember which one I'm looking for yet. This one's a copper. I also should probably save copper pennies, but man, it's tough sometimes. 2022. It's a 77. Nothing there. I do glance at the front and the back. Make sure there's not like anything major going on. I know I'm going to miss some of the varieties and errors, but I'm going to get the ones I can remember. I'm not going to spend all kinds of time on these. 95 Denver DDO FS 103. Distinct variety has doubling on In God We Trust, Liberty, date, and mint mark. So 95 Denver DDO FS 103. So double die obverse. I think we got to zoom in on this a little bit. We'll refocus. The quarters are much bigger, so. Good focus on here. Can you turn that down, girls? Okay, we'll zoom in a little bit here too. Looking for doubling. I'll wear on this one. Check out the date. No signs of doubling. It's pretty cool though to see some of these really up close like that. Yeah, years sure do fly by, that's for sure. 1990. $20.21. 88. So these 88s, you can get the reverse of 89. 1998D, reverse of 89. So on the reverse, letter G in the designer's initials has a vertical stroke that projects downward below the letter's curved bottom. So we'll check out that mint mark or designer's initials on the reverse. So this one, you would see the designer looking for an 88 Denver is you'd have a little serif on this D here going in. And you'd also have like a little serif going down. So that's not the one we're looking for, but gotta check it. There's 82 large date. There's some corrosion, some copper. 2005, nothing there. 1980 Denver. Hopefully find a Wheatie in here somewhere. It's a 2000 Denver, 2000 Phillies, 99 or 98, 99, 2000 Phillies. We're looking for that wide AM. Here's a 83 Denver, 83. Man, there's a lot of 83 Philly stuff. I'm just gonna throw that on the scale. All the 83s are supposed to be zinc, 2.5 grams. That one is. If you find a copper one, that could be worth some money. Man, these pennies are a lot more filthy than those quarters I was working with the other day. The 71 Denver. 71. No, nothing there. That mint mark does look like it's a little bit crooked though. It's kind of cool. It should be lined up. That's not too bad. It's kind of hard to say. 76 Denver. Just referring to the website here to see, so I can learn. So I have ngccoin.com, their Variety Plus website open off to the side. I know generally some of these, like the 72 Philly, I know to like look for things on there. But ngccoin.com, look for the Variety Plus option. You can search US coins or world coins. Just this huge website, wealth of knowledge in there. Has pictures and years and mints and what all the stuff is listed as. So that's what I just have off to the side there. I'm pretty sure these 2023s, I can't remember if it's mint mark specific or not. But you can get the 23 VDBV. So I'm looking up Lincoln Cents Bicentennial Shield Reverse. And we're coming up with 2023 Extra V. I think it is just the Philly. This one's a Denver, but we'd look at these initials on the bottom of the bust. I'll show you under the scope real quick. This website's super handy. You can learn a lot from it. So VDB on a 2023 Philly, you would have an extra V here off to the side. Extra V, extra money. That's what I always say. So it's ngccoin.com. Look for the Variety Plus. Or you can get one of these cherry picker guides. This one I have here is just half dimes, 20-cent pieces, quarter dollars, and 1800s to date. Pretty sure they have cherry pickers guides with the errors for pennies as well. I do not have one of those, but I will be getting one here in the future soon. Next roll. No enders. We have a Canadian ender though. Look at that one. Canada. See if we can find a Wheatie in this one. Or an Indian. Man, that'd be sweet. I'll find an Indian. 79. It's a 71 Denver. You just pull up Lincoln Cents Memorial Reverse, 59 to 2008. 71 Denver, nothing there. We do check out both sides, make sure you don't have like a mule air, like a dime on the back or something crazy. The 82 large date. Looks like fairly nice condition. 1996. 1996 Philly, we'd be looking for an error, but not on the Denver. Oh, 2020. A lot of memories for that year for a lot of folks. Another 96 Denver. Some of these pennies, man, they are dirty. I know that Shield Sense are looking for 2015s, 2020s. Oh, a 92. Here's something. You find a 92, you look for this, whether it's a Philly or a Denver. So the 92, we're looking for the close AM. So it doesn't matter what year, all 92s. We're going to look at the reverse, and we're going to look at the AM in America. And see the AM there, you can clearly see a huge gap there. We're looking for a design that the A and the M touch on the bottom corner there, right here. 92 close AM. NGC Coin says, this variety is rare and commands a good premium. If I pull up the United States coins, I should know some of these offhand, but I don't. 1992 close AM Philly in MS condition, 65 plus, $10,000. 92 Denver MS 65 plus, $7,500 plus. So that's why we look for those ones. They're easy to check, they're easy to remember. So it's easily worth your time. That's what I'm saying. 2016 Denver. Another 2020. 2023 Denver. We're looking for the 23 Philly VDBVs. This will get faster as I can remember some of these. Some of the other years I don't remember so well. 2015, if it's a Philly, I believe there's a double die obverse on some of the lettering on these. Lots of the errors I realize are Philadelphia Mint. It's 86. Let's see. There's 84, 87, 88. Nothing on 86. Unless you found an 86 copper. That's sweet. 2002. 1979. There's so many years on these, like you couldn't possibly remember every single one of them without referencing a sheet or a book or a website. Good old 84 Phillies. We're looking for a doubled ear. Nothing on the Denver. I just threw that away, and there is a Denver 84. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. 1984 Denver DDO FS 101. See, I knew there was 84 Phillies to look for. This one's looking for minor doubling, evident on the date. So I'll check that out into the scope. I do not see any doubling, minor or otherwise. 2018, 1991. This one's got like a cool like grain to it almost, if you get in the right light. I better double check. 91s, nope. 92s for sure, close AMs. Oh, here's what we're looking for. 84 Philly. We're looking for the doubled ear. Or the DDO FS 102. So there's a couple things on these things. We're going to look at the ear first. That's the more known one in my world anyway. Look at this ear. Basically what we're looking for on his ear is the looks of another ear about right here's. So that's the 84. It's called the double die. Bold doubling is visible at Lincoln's ear, tie, and beard. How in the heck do you find doubling on his beard? Well, you'd probably find it at all three. And on his tie. Like, who looks at Lincoln's tie that closely all the time? Let's look at this other one just to see. Zoomed in so close here. Just looks like a bunch of garbage. I don't know. So I usually check out the ear on these. See if we do have any doubling on them. It's 84 Philly, and then there is a 84 minor doubling seen on the date and in Liberty. So check out Liberty. This kind of looks like doubling sometimes. You get like a little dent in it. Kind of looks like a doubling. Unless it's evident on the other ones as well, I don't really go after it too hard. Look at the date. And sometimes people are like, oh, that's for sure doubled. And it's like, I don't know. You kind of got to squint at it. Thanks, Oscar. Appreciate you joining the chat tonight. Here's a 75. I don't recall. Nope. I don't remember anything on these 75s. So we got 4 rolls of quarters left. We have an entire box of pennies. This is the second roll out of that box. We have half dollars you can look at. So 2012. 89 Denver. So there's so many things to look for. 88. Okay, so 88s we're looking for the reverse of 89. But 89. Let's look at this. Let's look at this one. Here's the initials we're looking for on the 88. So you can see a little thing going this way, left to right on the G, and you can see a little bump at the bottom of the G here. So if you find these initials on the 1988, that's the 88 reverse of 89 you're looking for. Their 82 large date, Denver. That one went through the ringer. 2018, shiny. 2017. 2020. I'm sure lots of people went through a lot in 2020. So 2000s, Phillies are looking for the wide AM reverse. Mostly, I just want to pull a wheat cent out of one of these things. That'd be awesome. I think the other end of this is going to be a Canadian. So here's a 99 Philly. So we're going to look for the wide AM 99 Philly. So here's what you're looking for on the 92 is this close AM where they're touching. But on the 98, 99, and 2000, you're looking for the wide AM where there's a clear space in between the A and the M there on the reverse in America. What's up, Mike? Thanks for joining. 2002. There is a 2000s Cheerio promotion scent, mostly identifiable by being in a clear plastic package. Man, I gotta remember so many things now. Hopefully one day I can just cruise through a box of pennies and not have to refer to the website on every other coin. The 93, look, it's bent, or it's fat on this side, and it's skinny on that side. 93, I don't think there's anything here. What's up, Brandon and Roe? Thanks for joining us. 82 large date Denver. There's like 6 spots in my penny book for 82s. It took me a little bit to decipher the difference between all of them. 83 DDR. Oh, holy smokes! These 83s are riddled they're ripe. They're ripe. 83. We'll start with this. 83 double die obverse visible, doubling visible on Liberty, and In God We Trust. We'll start with that one. Then we're gonna go down the line. Then we'll weigh this thing. So looking for doubling. And Liberty, we'll check that out. Looking for doubling on the 1983 Philly. Next one, we're looking for double die obverse. Okay, that's also a Liberty doubling thing. Then there's another one, same thing. They all have like different FS 103, FS 101, FS 102, VP 005. I guess it depends on where you find the doubling and to what degree. Then there's an 83 counter clash reverse die break. I don't even know what to make of that. We'll just look and see if we have any die breaks. I don't know. I don't even know what we're looking for. Anyone in the chat know what 1983 counter clash FS 401 reverse die break means on these things? I would love to know. It sounds super intense. And then we're looking for 1983 double die reverse on bold doubling visible in all reverse lettering and the memorial building. That sounds intense as well. Scratch. Another scratch. This thing's super beat, so even if it was one of these super intense sounding errors, who knows what it'd be worth. You just mashed up. Kind of looks like doubling to me on some of these tops of the letters. Like the top of every letter seems like it's seems suspect to me. We'll check out this E pluribus unum. It said bold doubling, so the pictures I'm looking at on ngccoin.com are like super clear, super bold. And then the memorial building, I don't know. How do you really see the doubling in there? I'm gonna say nay. How beat that thing is. It's wild. John pulled a 1916 wheat penny. Yeah, I love pulling the Wheaties. They're one of my top favorite coins for sure. That whole bag of Wheaties down in the basement. I didn't pull them all out, but I have a bunch of them. 1970 S. I do keep all of my S mints. We'll see if there's any errors on these things. Yes, sir. Oh man, there's large dates and small dates of these things too. 1970 S small date. More scarce, the two major varieties for 1970 S cents, though enough were hoarded at the time to prevent it from being rare. Style is known as the level date because the tops of the 7 and 0 are aligned. I have no idea what that means. I sure could use some help. Okay, so this one looks like maybe that O and that, or that 0 and that 7, maybe they're not so aligned. Gee, I don't know. I'm keeping it anyway. I'll definitely go through all my estimates another time. The second date style for the year 1970S, the top of the 0 is clearly higher than the top of the 7. Style is used for all P and D cents, as well as the majority of S cents. So maybe this is the large date. So 1970S DDO large date FS 101, which I think I have, is the large date. Strong doubling on liberty, in God we trust, and the date. Well, we're looking at the date. This is not doubling, nor is it strong, but we can check out liberty, beat. Check out in God we trust, also beat. Yeah, I think that date would qualify as the 1970S large date. As far as I can tell. And then there's also FS 103 doubling, most visible at the bottom of the numeral 0. But the inside upper left of it also reveals slight doubling. Most visible at the bottom of the numeral 0. So now this, I mean, now that I look at it again, some of these it looks like maybe is this doubling here? Maybe this is doubling. It's all in the same direction. Maybe doubling on the right side of the 9, bottom of the 7, bottom inside of the top, or top inside bottom. I don't know what that is. Doubling most visible at the bottom of the numeral 0. Yeah, I don't know, folks. Still keeping it. Still a good find. 61 Denver. Let's keep going. 61. There's a boatload of these too. D over horizontal D. Start there. Check out the mint. Go get my pager. It's up by my bed. Never mind, Lydia. Mint mark was first punched horizontally with the curve facing toward the bottom of the die, then over punched correctly. So if you get a D, it looks like it was like this and punched downwards like that. Thank you. And that's the 1961 Denver D over horizontal D, FS 501. We can also get a 1961 Denver over Denver. Mint mark was first punched leaning sharply left. So you'd see some sort of a slash in the middle of this. The next one, 1961 D over D. Mint mark repunched northwest of its first impression. So you'd see something in the lower left area. And then, yeah, that's all. That's all. There's a bunch of those things. Keep going. 2021 Denver. I got a couple left here. 2014 gnarly looking coin. And the last one of the roll, we saw this on the ender, is a Queen Elizabeth II, 1952 to 2002, some sort of commemorative coin. It's one of those rare ones where they don't have the date on the reverse. They have it on the front. This is 2000. This was minted in 2002. 1952 to 2002, Queen Elizabeth II. I don't think I've ever found this one before, with the date not on the reverse. I also keep all my foreigns. Okay, we'll go on to roll number 3. 80 something on the back, memorial on the other side. See what we can find here. What's up, Kimber? Appreciate you joining up tonight. We're looking for varieties, errors, and most importantly, wheat cents in rolls from the bank. So this means you can find anything we find tonight in any pocket change you might have. 2000 Denver. If only it was a Philly, we'd be in the money or in the potential. Holy smokes! 2008. This thing looks like it was, I don't know, went someplace. 2018 Shield Cent. 2007. Let's find a weighty, huh? Plus, if you guys know anything about these, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up the shields in another tab because I don't know a whole lot about the shields other than like the VDBV. 2009 to date. Looks like we have all kinds of 2009 stuff. 2014, 2015, 2018, 2019, 2023. 2015 Phillies we're looking for. 1988. Remember 1988, reverse of 89? 88. Man, it's a sinkhole. It's a rabbit hole. Sorry, humility. Sorry, not sorry. This is a 88, reverse of 89. So we're looking at the FG and the reverse. Check it out under the scope. So this is not the one we're looking for. The one we're looking for has a clear bump at the bottom of this and a little part going in there. B Waller 76, thanks for joining up. I've been on your stream a couple times. Good to see you back this way. FG Serif. That sounds way easier to say, the FG Serif. 79. I don't believe we have much here. $2023 Denver. We're looking for Phillies, VDBV Phillies. Oh, this one's beat up too. Sometimes I love the look of that copper though too, even though it can get pretty nasty. It doesn't corrode like the zinc does, but 66, there's got to be a gob of things to look for on these things. 66 Philly DDO FS 101 or a DDR FS 801. So we're looking for, man, it doesn't give me any details. That's lame. We're just going to look for doubling on the front and the back. So this scope, I have a link on my channel. If you go follow Hellman and Hunts or go check out my channel, I have a link to it. I also have this link. You have to type it in exactly. These are capital O's and it's a small O. It'll bring you to my affiliate link. Doesn't cost you guys anything extra, but it helps out the channel if you use that. It's a sweet scope. I've been super happy with it. We're going to find tripling and quadrupling on these things. The amount of damage this thing has. Holy smokes. We're just going to look at all the lettering here. Welcome, Tim. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully, either you can learn something or I can learn something from you. We'll look at the reverse. If we can find anything on this reverse, holy cow. GBZ from Massachusetts, thanks for hanging out, appreciate you. You found a 1939 penny the other day, nice. Gotta love those Wheaties. That's like the number one thing I look for, unless you could find an Indian, but that, I mean, I know people find them every once in a while, but GDK, copper's at least 3 cents minimum. Yeah, that's true. As long as you got somewhere to put them. I know people that have piles and stacks of them. Dude, this one's not even worth looking for doubling on. This is more damage than there is anything else. If we found something, it'd probably be worth less than a cent. This is a beat coin. No, not even worth it. Danny from Mobile, Alabama. Sweet. Thanks for hanging out with us. B Waller, you got copper. I'll just start mailing you all my copper. You can let me know when you make a killing on it. There's a 69 Denver. We're looking for a no FG on the 69 D as in Denver. We'll look at the reverse on the right side. I can see it here without the scope, but we'll put it under the scope. I mean, I can see it. It's there. How far gone does it gotta be? The die was over-polished, obliterating the designer's monogram. So the example picture on ngccoin.com, I cannot see it at all. On my example, you guys can see it. GDK's got over 50 pounds, including 5,000 counting wheat pennies. Holy cow. I can only hang on to so much because I want to get new stuff and I want to go through more stuff. So I got to bring them back so I can go through more stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to have $10,000 in pennies and my wife's going to be like, I want to go get some groceries. And I'm going to be like, but it's copper. You can't spend it. She's not going to like that. Let's keep going. Floating roofs on the 69D, huh? I've heard some things about floating roofs and whatnot. But like I said, there's so much things to look for. What is this? 76? I'm starting to get some things in memory, like 72s. We're looking for things. Different years, we're looking for things. 2015, we're looking for a Philly. How about a Canadian? 1976. I know nothing about Canadian coinage other than I keep it. 71 Denver. There's S's. No, nothing on the 71 Denver that I know about. I could be wrong. Yeah, I like thinking about those beat up coins and stuff. Like it's been through the wash. It's been kicked down a sidewalk. It's been everywhere. 94. I don't think we have anything here. 94 Philly. Not a 94 Denver. 94 Philly. We're looking for a DDR FS801. Columns on the right side doubled. Not on the Denver. We're gonna look at them anyway. It's cool. What do you think about that one? That's not a no FG. I really want it to be, but I can see them even with my naked eye. So on the 94 Philly, we're looking at these columns on the right, and you'll find. Let me get my fancy pointer. I'm selling these. These are $2 a piece. You can get them custom colors. It's just a coin pointer. That's all it is. So we're looking for doubling in between these columns, and I think maybe a little bit on this section here in the next column. 2021 Denver, got some shine, got some scratches. Jeremy, they're not toothpicks, they're custom coin pointers. I've sold 0 so far. Here's a 92. You guys know what to look for on the 92 is the close AM on the reverse. Like I said, custom colors, baby. So in America here, we're looking for the A and the M to be touching. This one is definitely not the close AM 92. It can be Denver or Philly, so it doesn't matter what the mint mark is. Sometimes I want to look at these extra, because if you look at them under light, you look at those nines, the 9-9, it's like a lamination thing. It's like, oh man, it looks like super doubled or whatever. And you put it under the scope, and it's not doubled at all. It's like a lamination, just bump at the edge of it or something. 82, large date Philly. There's like 40 things to look for on these things. 82, large date zinc. 82. I don't know. I'll throw it on the scale. I don't know why it's listed as like a variety, but like this is an 82 large date zinc. Like there's nothing special about it. It's weird. 83 Philly. Oh man, this one's got a bunch of them to look for too. We're going to start with 83 DDO FS 101. We're going to look for doubling on the obverse or head side. Basically all lettering. Look for doubling. Take a quick gander. Check out Liberty down here. Check out the date. 1983. And then we're going to look for the I wonder if B Waller would know. 1983 Counter Clash FS 401. I do not know what that means. I will look it up after the stream, but I'm not sure offhand what that means. And then 83 double die reverse. We're looking for some doubling on the reverse. So counter, 83 Counter Clash FS401. B Waller, I appreciate you a lot. Just basically another coin smashed on top. Okay. It's going to be pretty evident what that is. I was like, it sounds super mean, super awesome to find, just the way Counter Clash. I figured it had to be something pretty good. So I appreciate that. Nothing there. Let's keep going. 2000 check for wide AMs on the Phillies. I think that was a Denver. If it was a Philly, I apologize. 91 Denver. $1986. These 80s kind of throw me for a loop. There's 83s, 84s, 87s, 88s, 92s. So many to look for. 1970 Philly. Philly always, you just never know. 70. No, I'm not seeing anything for this. 70 Philly. Petey wants to know how much is my 1918 gold sovereign coin. Sheesh. I don't know, sir. That is a good question. How much gold does it have and how many carats is it? I'll get you in the ballpark. Thanks for hanging out, Tim. I hope we all have fun too. I appreciate you hanging out for us for a while. 1998 Philly. It's got some sweet wood grain effect left to right on this one. Also, on these 98 Phillies, we're looking for the wide AM. This one's definitely a close AM, but it's got that sweet wood grain effect, left to right, both ways. We'll put that under the scope right quick. See the A and the M. This is a 98 Philly. We're looking for the wide AM version where your A and the M in America on the reverse are not touching. This one definitely is touching. $20.20. I have the other tab open now, but that's nothing on that one. 83 Denver. Did we have some of those same errors on these? I apologize if it goes out of focus while I'm just holding it here. 83. No, nothing in 83 Denvers. Most interesting. Yeah, I like finding those wood grain looking pennies. Mostly with the errors, I put them in flips and I save them. I don't really have enough of them to start selling them or anything yet, so I just kind of hang on to them. John, what website do you use for source information? So right now I'm using ngccoin.com. There is a section on the website called Variety Plus, and you can search by U.S. coinage, by quarters, dimes, nickels, whatever, and by the years of mintage for different designs. And you can pretty much scroll right down and be like, okay, here's a 1986 Denver. Scroll down. Nope, they don't have anything listed for that, so you don't really have to look for much. You can still look for cut errors or die chips, die cracks, clipped planchet type stuff, or like mule errors or die clashes, things like that. But it'll get you on the stuff that's actually kind of worth looking at. And then you can also go on eBay. If you search up ngccoin.com, find a different or a certain variety you're looking for, then you can go on eBay, look at the sold listings and see what they're kind of going for, what people are actually paying them for. 1998 Denver. Heather, I hope you went over and used my affiliate link over there, like I said. Either way, I'm glad you fell down that rabbit hole because it's a fun one, and really it doesn't cost you any money. Like you go buy a box of pennies from the bank and it's $25, and once you look at all the coins, maybe you save a few, maybe you bring it back and you get your $25 back. This one's an off-center deal a little bit. Off-center strike, just a little bit. I don't really save these either. Then the mint mark looks a little bit crooked. Looks kind of cool. Not necessarily worth. Yeah, it's way off. Look at that. Let me zoom out just a little bit. It's actually kind of cool to find that mint mark is definitely crooked. Most certainly. What you can do with your 1986 penny, Corey? Is it like an error or something? John, I just like people looking at coins, so I'll give you all the information you're looking for, up to the point of knowledge that I have anyway, which is very little. I'm just the guy that has a channel that likes looking at coins, that likes going live, I guess. 83 Denver. Oh, I guess you have to double check. I don't think 83 Denver. I think just these were all Phillies. Yeah, 83 Phillies. That's a really nice looking 83 though. Look at it. No bag marks, no scratches. It might actually be worth hanging on to. It's got a little bit of schmooze on the back, but dang, that's sweet. I'm going to zoom out even further. Hey, what do you guys call a teacher that never farts in public? A private tutor. That's way too funny. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, that's so good. It's a very nice coin. I might have to put that in a flip too. Oh. Heather was gonna say a substitute. That's a good one too. That's a good answer. Smart. Just sitting here admiring this coin, just chuckling to myself. Oh, geez. I'm gonna put that in a flip. That was pretty nice. I don't know what specifically those would be worth, but 82 Denver. I don't even know if these are really worth looking at. I'm looking for a small date something. 82, whatever the valuable one is, I can't remember. '73 Denver. Oh, I got all off track. I'm all confused. Thanks a lot, dear. Can't even remember what coins I was trying to remember. 2015 Denver. Looking for a Philly on that one. I know that. For a double die obverse. There's an 86 Denver. Nope, nothing there. I have found some clipped planchets on some of these too. It's pretty sweet. 81. I don't think there's an 81. No, 1980 jumps right up to 1982. You gotta remember like a bunch of different dates. 78. 1980. On the Philly, we're looking for a DDO. All right, with another roll of pennies. So which one is that? Let me see. There's a 1982 penny, considered a small cent. 82. It's not even in this book. Let me just look it up real quick. The 1982 D small date copper. So it weighs 3.1 grams. Has 1982 Denver small date copper cent worth 10,000 plus. Google says $10,000, $24,000. I don't know why. I'm like remembering to look for silver, but there's no silver in pennies. If I found a silver penny, I would probably cry. 75 Denver. Let me pull this back up. 1970 Denver. 70 S, 70 Philly. Nothing for the Denvers. 2007. 77. Oh man, that joke was too funny. 81. There's all kinds of 82 variations. Kind of got to learn them a little bit. 72. out of Denver. We're looking for DDO VP001 or a VP002. So doubling on this side, the obverse, on all lettering and date. So we'll check it out under the scope, see what we can find. Let's zoom in. Zoom back in again. Get a little better view of this. Just had to zoom out, check out that other coin. That was such a beautiful coin. Looking for doubling on the 1972 Denver. And then, so the VP001 is doubling on all lettering and date, and then the DDO VP002 is doubling visible on In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. It's like all the same stuff. Can I get more focus on here? Sometimes I wish I had a digital focus. Looks pretty good. Doubling. I mean, it's like I lost my pointer now. Lost my. Yes. Good night. Love you. So how big is this 20-year coin hoard, Heather? You could have a lot of good stuff hidden in there. What are we talking? Is it all coins? Is it just specific coins? Ooh, 2004. I think I've seen that one. Yes. You want to tell it to my listeners?
What is it called when an orphan takes a selfie?
I don't know.
People make photos.
That's terrible. They probably heard that. That's awful. 2004 Philly, we're looking for the DDR FS 801. $1981 with a little bit of rim damage. PF cents, we're looking for errors, varieties, Wheaties. We're looking for Wheaties. Here's 1984 Denver. We're looking for the FS 101. Looking for doubling on the date. We'll check it out. We're looking at coinage. That is what we are doing. Very minor. The pictures I'm looking at on ngccoin.com are very minor. This, it doesn't really seem like it's quite. There we go. No doubling there. 71 Philly. Got 13 5-gallon jugs full of loose change. Yeah, holy smokes. I'd say that's a few coins. $20.03. Sergeant's got 3 steel pennies from the 40s. What do you mean you're stuck with them? Someone's going to buy them from you. Go bring them to your coin guy. They'll probably give you 5 cents each for them, but maybe more if you're lucky. 83 I don't think there's any Denvers and 83s we're looking for. All of them are Phillies. My camera is my phone. It's iPhone XR. Nothing special. It does have, I mean, it has a decent camera, but it's just my regular phone. Ooh, a 92. So all your 1992s are looking for the close AM. You can already tell the A and the M do not touch. We'll still put under the scope, point it out a little better. The A and the M in America, if they do touch, then you found the 1992 close AM. And it doesn't matter if it's a Denver or, love you, good night. Denver or Philly, can be either. 64, a little bit older. We haven't had a whole lot of older coins in this bunch yet. 64 Denver. We're looking for the 64 D over D. VP001, where the mint mark was repunched south of the first impression. So we'll check out that mint mark. That looks like a solo mint mark. 2022 Denver. 84 Denver. We're looking for doubling in the date. Oh, I'm starting to remember some of these finally. Doubling in the date. Come on, doubling. Nothing there. What's up? Chloe's in the house from Calumet. Nice. She's here for the jokes. What was that joke earlier? What do you call a teacher? I can't remember it now. Jeez. 64. This is a Philly. We're looking for a DDR FS 801 and an 802. So we're going to look at the reverse. Look for some doubling. I heard the snow is fast in Calumet still. Why did the penny break up with the nickel? Who can answer that one? Why did the penny break up with the nickel? It needed someone with more sense. That's a good joke. That is a very appropriate joke for the stream, I would have to say. Strong doubling seen on United States of America and E pluribus unum. I do not see strong doubling. We'll check out this. I'm not seeing anything there. Let's see what the FS 802 is. Probably the same thing. Oh, you can have counterclockwise doubling, also including the FG. That's interesting. How in the heck do you determine counterclockwise doubling on an FG? Gonna get way in close and personal on this. See how focused we can be. See how close we can get. There's the FG. You guys maybe detect a slight counterclockwise doubling on this FG? Because I'm struggling. Yeah, 1984 Philly, you can have a doubled ear. The Denver, you look for doubling in the date. Oh man, yeah, these dad jokes, man, they're killing me. No one has appreciated my dad jokes until now.
Oh.
Ever. 83 Denver. I'm always questioning myself. 83s. Let's look at the website. Might as well just take a few seconds to check. No, 83s are all Phillies we're looking for. I told my coin to stay still. It said, "Sorry, I'm just going through some change." Oh boy. 1983 Philly. We're looking for a DDO FS101 doubling on the obverse. I'm going to have to adjust my scope again. Let's go back up. Sometimes I wish I did have like a digital scope. It'd be kind of nice. But this thing is worth every penny I paid for it. Rim shot. Hell yeah. Looking for doubling. Not seeing anything there. 83 DDO FS102. Some more obverse doubling. Some more obverse doubling. Some more obverse doubling. 83 counterclash FS401. I don't see any counterclashes on this sucker. And then 83 double die reverse. We'll check that out last. Basically 83 Phillies, just gotta look at both sides real close and everything. Do I detect a slight hint? Like they specify as bold doubling visible on all reverse lettering. But then I get something like this. Can you give me another coin pointer, please? They're brown and toothpicky. Yeah, can you get me one of those, please? I lost mine. Must have picked my teeth with it. I'm trying to sell custom coin pointers, custom colors. So this one seems like there's maybe something here-ish. It's just on one letter, though. It's not like on multiple letters by any means. Probably just my eyes playing tricks. And they say the memorial building also has some bold doubling. Whatever that means. They don't actually have a picture of that one for reference. 83 DDR FS802. Well, we also have to check these letters down here. Nothing doing. No Wheaties yet. 89. Tell you what, these pennies, they take up a lot less space in the cup. There's a lot more rolls of these. 2004 Denver got some copper or some corrosion or something. I don't know. 2022 Phillies, anything there? Nothing. Shiny. Lots of shininess. 23 Denver looking for Phillies, VDBVs. 74 Denver. 83. We got fronts and backs to look for on the 83. I have found doubling on a quarter. I'll show that next. It is a sweet find. My quarter streams. Check this out real quick. Check out E pluribus unum. Look for memorial building doubling. I'm sure it's just gonna pop out if we see it, and then doubling on 1 cent. Okay. So the doubling I'm looking for I learned this off of the NGC coin site too. Here's my 1965 DDR FS 801. So doubling's on the reverse. But first, look at how nice this coin is. It's like no major dings or scratches. Same thing with the reverse. No major dings or scratches. Like super nice shape. And then when you look at it, sorry for the glare, but you can see super clear doubling all the way across America. Oh, let's get a better focus on this. Look at that. Look at that super clear doubling all the way across. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for doubling. Starts over in the, I would say in the E and the S. Right here, you can see a little bit of rims or edge stuff, and then as you go, it just gets worse and worse all the way down. So when we're looking for doubling, that is what we're looking for. So this 1965 DDR FS 801, I think it's like a $20 coin. I think it would probably grade at around a 45, maybe. So I was super pumped. I found this live. I actually found one other one. It wasn't quite as extreme, but it was definitely a clear example of what we are looking for. So you'll know it when we find it, because we're going to be pumped. Just a matter of looking at enough coins. Because I found these, they were all in just quarter boxes from the bank. 2015, we're looking for a DDO. The 2015 Shield Cent. I better just double check. So 2015 Philly DDO VP001, doubling on Liberty and the date, and lesser on In God We Trust. Okay, good to know. Jack, you went through over 1,000 Wheaties, a lot of old dates and a few, mostly just damage. Yeah, they take a lot of beating, like a lot of wear over time, and then once they get pulled out of circulation, obviously the damage goes down immensely, but yeah, they can be pretty flattened out. Thanks, Heather. I was pretty proud of that one. 59. Nice. First year memorial. Let's see what they have to say about this one. Scroll to the top. 59. This one's a Denver. You can get a D over D. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 D over D versions. Holy cow. I guess we're gonna check this D. So I'm sure all of them are just slight variations. One punched east and west of the first impression. Like, it's going to be pretty clear right off the bat what we're looking for. What are we going to find on a 59 if we weigh it? It should be 3.1, right? $3.1. It's a nice looking coin though. $2004 Denver. It's amazing when you can find coins way like super old like that are in much nicer shape than the new coins even. Oh, 96. There's a 96 Philly we're looking for. $75 Denver. 93. Nothing for 93 unless you find something super cool. 72 Philly. There's a DDO on this one. We can look for 72 DDO. Strong doubling, visible on Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Ooh, the comments. This is the strongest of the 9 double die obverse for the date. Counterfeits are known, but a die gouge extended from the rim above the D and United. It's a good indicator of authenticity. Interesting. ngccoin.com. That's where I get all my information from right now. Go check it out. Okay, so that's that one. DDO FS102 doubling seen in all lettering and the date. FS103 minor doubling on all obverse lettering and the date. Like, I guess it's some degree of doubling on different things. I guess you'd probably have to get it authenticated or graded, and they'd tell you which of the 3 or 4 different double die obverses you might have. The last penny of the roll, 93 Denver. Pretty dirty. Man, these pennies are killer tonight. I mean, they're fun. We're not finding anything super valuable, but having a good time doing it. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Make sure you head over to the channel, hit the subscribe button, go check out some of the other videos as well. Hit the like on this stream if you like it. If you don't like it, do not hit like. 2011, 2016. It's amazing, some of these coins, they don't have any errors or varieties to look for. In other coins, they have like a pile of them. 96, I don't think 96 had anything. 96 Philly. 96 Philly. Good rule of thumb, if it's a Philly, just double check, make sure it doesn't have anything to look for. Philly, they just messed up on everything. 2001 Denver. 98 Philly. This one's a little bit off center strike. Nothing crazy. I wouldn't really say it's worth much anything extra at this off centerness. That's a word. 98 Philly, though, we're looking at the A and the M in America. Look for a wide AM. I would say that's a close AM on that one. 67. Check out the website real quick. 66 to 68. Nope, nothing for the 67. Other than it's copper, if you keep those. Oy, oy, oy. Jeez. It's a memorial. It's zinc. So it's after 82. Oh, it's a 1993. You can barely see it there. Sometimes that's why you just get a scope. 1993 Denver. That's why I need a scope. It's easy on the eyes. 86 Denver. 2021. We're looking for a Wheatie. We're going to pop a Wheatie out of one of these rolls. I usually have really good luck. We are only 4 or 5 rolls into this box. It's crazy after 84 minutes of being live with you guys. Still haven't found a wheat cent. 79 Denver. Sometimes I'm like, man, I swear there's something for that. Just gotta take a pause. 2007. 2019. It only got like a little bit of a grain to it as well if you get the light hitting it just right. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put this up just to give you guys that sweet example again. Did you want to hang out tonight too, or no?
What?
Did you want to hang out tonight too, or you good?
I wouldn't mind. Like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll finish up this roll. '79 Denver Lincoln penny. If you find that one with tiger stripes, that would be sweet. All right, let's keep on going. 1982 large date. We're looking for the small date Denver copper. Yeah, that's one of my 1965 DDR FS 801. So double die reverse. Best example I found. Found it last week. Super pumped to find it. Found it on a live stream if you want to go dig down one of my other live streams. I can't remember exactly which one it's on. 70, this is about a 70 Denver. Oh. 78 Denver. 2020 Denver. We're going to finish up this roll. Then we're going to call it for the night, even though I can do this all night. There's a Canadian, 1975, Queen Elizabeth II. Took me a while to realize that these things had like 6 different designs of Queen Elizabeth aging throughout her years. And also took me a while, once I was doing American versus Canadian, you got to flip it the other way, because I'm used to flipping them this way and it's upside down like Canada coin. 81 Denver. Lucky, can you name a rare nickel? What, the 1913 Liberty Head? How about the 1918 over 19 or 1918 over 7? How about the 1916 Double Die Buffalo? How about the 1937 Denver Three-Legged Buffalo? How about the 1926 S Buffalo key date? How about the 1880, 1885 Shield Nickels? How about the 1950 D Jefferson Nickel? or the war nickels, 1942, 43, 44, 45, 43, 44, 45. I can't remember. I just Googled it. I don't know those off the top of my head. I know the war nickels. Anything else I'd have to look up as well. Down to the last few. I don't think we're going to find a weedy out of here, but we're going to wrap it up. We've been 90 minutes live. We've been having fun. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe get a chance to go live one more time this weekend. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Go check out the channel, subscribe. It's free, and you guys can burn up even more time and go through even more coins with me. Got some links on there for this scope. I have some coin books on there. They are affiliate links. They don't cost you guys a dime. 78. Last one of the night. 1973 out of Philly. Do a quick double check on this. Nope, no 1973s to be found. Thanks, John. You have a good night as well, sir. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you for your support, for your subscriptions, for your... These are on pre-order coin pointers, custom colors. Just message the channel. I'll get you a custom color coin pointer. Thanks for hanging out, Heather. Good luck with your many 5-gallon buckets of change to go through. It's gonna take you a minute, but I'm sure you'll find something in there. Go pick up a cherry picker's guide. These have similar stuff to ngccoin.com, but this one you can bring it with you. You don't have to have internet or a computer or anything like that. Lots of different versions of them. I got the 6th edition, volume 2. It has half dimes, 20-cent pieces, and $quarter. Yeah, if you want to get into this, I would suggest a good coin scope, a scale. I got the Maxis. These things are like $5. I might have a link for this online as well. Super basic. Measure, weigh all your coins. If you don't want a coin scope, you can get some sort of magnifier. It's a flash magnifier. I might have a link to this as well. Super easy. Just flip it on. It has a light in it. This one's a 10x. It's easier than the naked eye on some things, but it's not as good as a coin scope. I'd recommend some sort of a pad, like a mouse pad material or something to put coins down on. It's much easier than like a hard surface to pick up coins. I just have a bunch of cups for sorting. This is Sean D78's Washington American Women Quarters I'm saving for him. Shout out, Sean. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think I got anything else. You guys all have a good night. One last one. Alan, change from McD's, McC's, MC's. You got 1920D, haven't checked on it yet. Yeah, check them out. It's pretty sweet. Thanks, guys. I'm out.